I'm, you know what? I'm looking forward to you guys watching this video and seeing how lost I am with all of this stuff. And then 3 years from now, 4 years from now, when we're building additions, houses, all this stuff, and I'm just gonna be slinging block like it's my job, you guys are gonna be like, oh, I remember when you were just kind of struggling with this stuff. And that's, watch me. This deck is about to come down. The deck was going to come down anyways within the next couple of months because we want to rebuild this deck because this one's completely dilapidated. So what we're going to do today, what we're going to do right now is bring this deck down. Let's see how fast we can do it. All right, guys, so to demo this deck, what I'm going to do is just literally use a sawzall, hammer, and a pry bar. And instead of kind of prying off every little piece like the way that they actually built it, what we're going to do is just cut it into sections. So instead of prying this off, I'm going to sawzall it right here, sawzall it right there. Boom, Alex can walk this to our trailer there, and then just keep cutting it into pieces and keep walking it. This way there's no nails sticking up, and I think this is going to be faster. So let's see how fast this actually goes. All right, so our deck is down and all the animals love it. We got a cat over here. We got both of the dogs out here. The whole thing took us about 3 hours to take down, and it was able to fit into our trailer. Now that the deck is gone, what we can do is just start working on our wall. So tomorrow, which is probably in a couple seconds, you're going to see us start to demo down that wall. Let's do it. All right, so our wall is down, and what we were not expecting is this post. Typically, there is not a column there. It's either block or it's wood or whatever it is, but there's not a column there. So we have one, and now we're gonna have to deal with it. What we're not gonna do is take it out, but what we'll do is, let's say that this block has to go around the column. The column will be in here. What I'm gonna do is cut out this area to be able to fit around it. And then once it's kind of its own little room or whatever it is, we're going to pour a bunch of high strength concrete in there or cement in there and then kind of encapsulate it. But right now I still got to take this piece out here, and the dogs are there. Let's take it out. We are safe. Whoa, boom. And it just falls down. The blocks that we're going to install are going to end right here. I'm going to fix all this stuff up and then cut out the door. For now, I left the header here and everything just because I don't want to, I don't know, kind of take too many chances with whatever the hell is going on here. All right, so that's go out. Now we got to clean this up and then put our pins in with this sealant. And then we're going to just kind of close this stuff up and get going. All right, so now I'm trying to figure out where my pins are going to go. The block is 15 and a half, just a little bit more, about 15 and a half. So what you're going to need is mark it every 16, which is these red marks right here. So I'm going to mark it there, and that's where my block will end, because that extra half an inch is the thickness that you need for your mortar in order to set them. There, there, and there. We have a really nice spacing there. And then if you see, from the edge of the block to about the middle is 11 and a quarter. So from here to the middle of this cell is going to be 11 and quarter right there. And then from the side to in there is 4 inches. So for me, now I need to go 4 inches. So there and there, that's where it's going to go. And then my next one, I'm going to do 3 pins here. Usually, based on my research, they're supposed to go about every 48 inches. So the next one should go about there. So if I measure from this block, I need to be at 11 and quarter. And then 4 inches from inside, right there. And then I'm going to do one at the end. So if I do that, I'm ending up with 48. I guess that's why it's every 48. So now I'm here. This is going to be anchored in. I'm going to do one more, I guess, right in here. So let's go 11 quarter right there, and then 4 from the side there. Bang. So we need to drill 3. 1, 2, 3. And then on this side, if I'm gonna go full piece, honestly, like, this column is an anchor to me. So I'm going to put another piece. I'm gonna go here, which will mean it's inside this half, because I'm going to have full block, half block, full block, half block. So I'm gonna go inside this half one, because that's gonna be right next to my door. And if there's any movement on it or anything like that, I'm gonna put it right here, because this will anchor this side and that will anchor that side, and this should be super, super strong. I hope that made sense. Honestly, I'm kind of winging this based on like 19 YouTube videos that I saw. You know what? I'm looking forward to you guys watching this video and seeing how lost I am with all of this stuff. And then 3 years from now, 4 years from now, when we're building additions, houses, all this stuff, and I'm just gonna be slinging block like it's my job, you guys are gonna be like, oh, I remember when you were just kind of struggling with this stuff. And that's, watch me. All right, so we're done for today. We got our vertical rebar set in. This stuff dries so fast. We got our horizontal rebar in there as well, just kind of hit the wall. It's starting to snow, so we're going to close this up, and then we're done for this video. On our next video, part 3, or a basement renovation, what we're going to do is install this block 4 rows high, and we're going to fix this this whole door situation. Then we can finally start doing things inside. This was a bit of a detour that we had to take to fix the issue, and then we can get back to our basement renovation. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'll see you in the next one.